So what we're gonna watch is a ranked replay of our enemy Franco. We got trashed by this one. Cavite number 13 Franco. Black Kuma. He should be he should be higher up the ladder, the Franco leaderboards, to be fair to him, because looking at the lineup, they got no burst except for Claude, of course, but he's gonna come online relatively late, so we're just gonna look at his point of view, okay? So what's going to happen is that they would, in their lineup, they would need they have many CCs, they have many setups, they have many initiates. Franco, Ruby, and Kaja, all of them can just set it up and do crowd control. But both Leo and Claude will come online like in the middle of the game. So it's fair to say that those two will be relying on the three of them, the three crowd controllers, to really do the plays in the early to mid game. But problem is that none of them are burst. None of them do damage nearly well enough. So game plan, survive till the mid game at the very least. If the enemy steps out of line, like what he's doing, out of line, he can just hook them to the tower. Yes, get the level 2, hook them to the tower, and then you can contest. Okay. He's trying to contest a crab, but looks like the enemy hardly got it. Enemy. We're looking at the point of view of Franco right now. So, looking at the item builds, not yet, but of course, as a Franco, you really want to be up in speed versus the enemies. So, boots first, up in speed, because you wanted to catch them off guard. You want to just be faster than them, so that the hook will be able to land well enough. No first blood yet happening as of the moment, with a few heroes already low in life. It looks like first blood will be drawn. Yeah, as usual, you can say that. Oh, look at that. Flicker hook on the enemy MM. I mean, he could have just backed away, but what he did was, okay, you got 3 people. Our Kaja just died. It's just me and Claude. And Claude just has no items yet. He's not ready to battle. So what he did was, it's either you sack in the tower, wait for your opponents to go offline. But what he did is one step better. Taking the initiative, looking for a great setup on an enemy, and not just any enemy, their carry, the Hanabi. And that makes her farm lesser. Now she's a third in the net worth, and then setting her back a little with that first death. Flicker hook back to the tower so that the tower instantly attacks her the moment she goes within firing range of the tower. And the enemy teammates are not in a position to help her. Valeric was too far away, and Cho was just expended all of his items. So, well, and there's an objective taken by the red team with the turtle. Jostling and ganking all over top. 2 versus 3. Looks like 2 more will be coming from the blue team. Will it be enough though? Great ultimate by Hanabi, setting 2 up, finishing off 1. That's a 4 people rotation to kill 1 guy. Will Claude die? Maybe he's got enough life to survive. Yep, he does. But not enough, I guess. Looks dead. Will Franco survive? Yep, he did. He sees that Harley is diving, so instead of wanting to TP right away, he went back to the second tower. So, item update. Look at that. He said, fuck it. We want me, Kaja, and Ruby are the ones who should set the tempo. I take it upon myself to do the damage. Later Heptasis lowers the physical defense of 25 points, and at this stage in this early in the game, minus 25 damage, minus 25 defense is a lot of damage. And every time Franco uses his ultimate, 6 hacks in a row. So that's before he does his damage. So his damage would really be amped up. And there it is. There's that hook. He uses the blind hooks on the grass because he already saw some people going there. So he knows that there's bound to be someone he can catch just from that hook alone. And with all of his teammates there, they don't need burst damage. They only need numbers. And Claude doing his work. Getting the farm, getting objectives. He knows. But will he be... Oh, he's dead. He's just dead here. But it looks... Will the turtle be taken? Only Belleric contesting it. Not even enough. They would take Belleric's life also. Bad rotation by teammates. They already saw that Harley went there. Nobody went there. Nobody. Hanabi just sacked bottom, and both Cho and Lancelot was up top trying to defend. Well, nothing. The enemy isn't that far. Looks like a dead one. Oh, that's a bad hook. He hooked the Belleric, the last person you wanted to hook. But, and that's a nice hook. Getting the Chaw. Nice hook into the tower. He knows that he's got no ulti. The only way he's gonna be able to stop the continuous spam of the skills by Lancelot is that half second that he went out of his first skill. So in that second, he knows where Lance is going to be. He hooks him towards the tower, so that he takes tower shots. Then, oh, that's a nice calculated play on where the Cho was going to be. I mean, Cho is moving. Not that much, but he's moving. And he knows the exact distance where, where the Cho was going to be. And instantly, he knows he can be crowd controlled using his ultimate to help them secure the kill. 6, 0, and 5 for our Franco right here. He also used Thunderbelt because he's got this has many uses. One, what Francos really like is the mana regen, because if you spam your first skill, you can really have a short mana pool in a short time. And look what he does. He knows who wants to target Belleric when you can get the Harley from behind. But yeah, he was anticipated by the Harley, so Harley wasn't caught out. He tried to anticipate where Harley was gonna be, but Harley anticipated one step further. Could say it's like a game of chess. And again, back to the item built by Franco with the Thunderbelt. The Thunderbelt also has a nifty ability, Thunderbolt, which can slow the enemies upon using his basic attack for 2 seconds, deal a percentage of the damage of the enemy to himself, and then also makes him tankier. This is one of the lesser known builds to be used on a Franco, because usually if you're Franco, you just go tank items, immortality, other items like that. Preemptive throwing of by Hanabi of her ultimate. So let's see if that will spell the difference within. Oh yes, it does, because she no longer has the ulti to go back on when she got hooked like that, and along with the ultimate coming out from the Leomord, just no way to escape that hook. Oh, another great hook by Franco. That Cho always getting caught out, even though he's so mobile. You could say that Franco is because of the early lead, he's gone all. Oh my god, even Hanabi. But he took the tower shots because he's the one who used the hook. But that was great. It was supposed to be great, but they just weren't able to be on the same page. If Claude attacks Hanabi and then just bursts her down, maybe they would have survived. But in that scenario, oh, Ruby's there. So in that scenario, they had a miscommunication. Claude was attacking the tower, and Franco wanted to get the hit. And 4 items again. Update Cursed Helmet so that whoever is within that his range would take additional 1.5% of their max HP continuously. So it's another great combination along with his ultimate, and then Dominant Ice, just to counteract any crit that they may take. And also they would have he would have a better mana pool, he would have cooldown reduction, and in this scenario, he's looking for the next kill already with Lancelot. He's not even securing the kill on the Hanabi because he knows his teammates will be the one to kill him. So great recognition again. Although they didn't, he wasn't able to be in range enough for his hook to connect with Lancelot. Again another hook, but that's a Belleric. You don't want to hook that one. But since his teammates are there, he's just the one setting up right now. That's why in the later stages he bought the 3 defensive items: Dominant Ice, Thunder Belt, Thunder Belt, and then Cursed Helmet, because he wants to go tankier. He wants to be the one to soak the damage instead of doing the damage. Unlike in the early game, where he does the Blade of Hephaestus. Now it's a complete turnaround. He's the tank. He's the one setting up for Claude, who's already beefed up so much. So with that, MVP Franco, you can see he's the one who set up so many plays. Early game, that damage. And still having one of the highest hero damage absorbed. He set up so many of these kills and makes the tempo so fast that the enemy Hanabi was unable to really come online. Although she's had her items, but you know that pace where you just farm. And look, Lancelot also has only 2 items. Endless Battle and then Blade of Despair. Just one more cooldown reduction item would have been great for him, but they weren't given enough time to come back in it. Cho, on the other hand, was going full tank also, along with Belleric, so the damage had to come from those 3. So their only source of burst in this time frame, this early time frame, is essentially Harley. He does his job, yes, but because of the pace set by Franco, they were just taken out of their game. So in hindsight, poor item choice by Cho, and I don't know, many times he was caught off guard, and just instead of he's the one doing the CC, he's the one getting CC'd by the enemies. So great game from this Franco.